Hey everyone, I am Anik. The objectives of this training session. Now, in the previous lesson of Start Your Screenplay Right Now, we chose 2 words from the 20 master plots. Then we created a sentence out of those 2 words. Then we expanded on the sentence in point form. Now we are going to delve even deeper to flesh out your story even more. So here are the 20 master plots, and you chose 2 blocks of that. A further explanation of the 20 master plots, which we have been through. If you haven't, you can pause this video and look at this, or you can go back to the previous sessions. Better to go back, but it's up to you at this point. Now, I asked you to combine 2 words or blocks to form a sentence, and this is what I chose. I chose adventure and rivalry, and the sentence I made from it was: a young couple on an adventure find a treasure trove of old artifacts, but are at loggerheads and become bitter rivals over what to do with it. So let's go over to the Microsoft Word document I had created with an expansion of the story. So I will see you on Microsoft Word shortly. And here we are. Adventure and rivalry. A young couple on an adventure find a treasure trove of old artifacts, but at loggerheads and become bitter rivals over what to do with it. And if you remember, in the previous session, I asked you to take this and create numbers out of it, and then chop it up into smaller bits. And once we did that, we expanded it even further into the bigger sentences you see here on this part, the young couple Mark and Janine. So that's what we had, and the expansion of the story was created after that. So now what we're going to do is that we have come so far into around 30 lines from the one small sentence. So what we're going to do now is actually bring back the 30 lines and see if our 30 lines that we have created has any logic to it. So I'm going to remove the numbers from this, and I'm going to create a paragraph or a short piece about it. So I come here and I go none. So there we are. So let's make some sentences out of it. A young couple, comma, Mark and Janine, just met on an adventure. Full stop. It is Janine's birthday, comma, Janine is 35, and Mark decided, after much deliberation, to surprise her. I think there's a full stop that's needed. Let's go to the next paragraph. On the adventure to the treasure island, they, Mark and Janine, find a treasure piece and then discover a trove of old artifacts. But they are at loggerheads, full stop. The honeymoon phase is over, and they are beginning to discover each other. But they got on so well that they did not see the other side to themselves and become bitter rivals. They just don't want to talk to each other. Why? Because in their youth, They have not been taught conflict resolution and cannot come to terms with how to solve the issue. Mark wants to sell it. Janine wants to get experts on it. And there we have it. If I take off the top, I have got something of the beginning of a story. And I take it down and I make it a bit smaller. There we go. So now what I do is I have Grammarly on my computer. You can get the free Grammarly from the link below and you can use it for 1 month. After that, you can switch to the basic version of Grammarly. Either way, Grammarly is an extremely good package to have when you are a writer. And what I want to do now is I want to correct this so that it makes good sense. It is Janine's birthday. Janine is 35 and Mark decided after much deliberation to surprise her. There we go. And I do that even further. Now you must remember that with screenwriting especially, everything is done in the present tense. There's no past tense. So you tell your story as it unfolds. So everything in the present. Okay, on the adventure to Treasure Island, Janine finds a treasure piece. And then Mark discovers a trove of old artifacts, but they are loggerheads. Okay, we'll take this off because we have it somewhere in the bottom. The honeymoon phase is over. They are reality hits them. They are beginning to really discover each other, but they got on so well. So we can take this off, cut this, and so we continue, get on well. In the youth, they were not taught conflict resolution. There we have it. A young couple, Mark and Janine, just met on an adventure and get on well. Okay, so we say not just met, but we say meet. On an adventure and get on well. It is Janine's birthday. After much deliberation, okay, Janine's birthday, who turns 35. After much deliberation, Mark surprises her. On the adventure to the treasure island, Janine finds a treasure piece and then Mark discovers a trove of old artifacts. The honeymoon phase is over. Reality hits them. They are beginning to discover each other. They do not see the other side to themselves and become bitter rivals. They just don't want to talk to each other. I think I can remove that. In the youth, they were not taught conflict resolution and cannot come to terms with how to solve the issue. Mark wants to sell it. Janine wants to get experts on it. And I think that is where we're going to end. In the next session, what we're going to do is put an ending to this and then get some structure to the story. So that's it for now. Take your sentences, expand it, contract it, form something logical, and then in the next session, we will come up with the structure for the story. So take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.